All right, welcome to the topic 7 of MTLabMan. So we'll now have the following topic, health information management. So nasa second to the last na tayo na discussion natin for our course. And ngayon pa lang, congratulations for almost finishing the race. Okay, let's start with a quote from Mr. David Blumenthal. Sabi niya, information is the lifeblood of medicine. So, kung gaano ka-importante sa atin as human beings, yung blood, no? Kung wala kang dugo, you won't survive. So, in the same way daw, information is just as important to the world of medicine, to the world of healthcare, for us future medical technologists. Okay? And then health information technology naman is destined to be the circulatory system for the information. So kung yung dugo natin in our body is being distributed sa different parts ng katawan through the circulatory system, information now is distributed sa hospitals, sa clinics, sa laboratories because of health information technology. So kung kahit may information ka na, kung magulo ang system mo for the technology that you have, mahirap din or basically chaos will still happen. Okay? Our main learning outcome is to discuss the communication process and then rationalize how important it is to have an LIS or a laboratory information system. So, in the same manner, we will also try to talk about current trends in globally competitive laboratory setups and some technological advancements. We have three main topics to discuss. First is the basic concepts of lab management or information management, the communication process, and then the LIS concept itself. Let's start with the first one. So let's have basic concepts muna on information management. Ano ba yung bumubuo ng ganitong term? We have here five basic concepts, namely thinking, learning, knowledge, information, and then decision making. Let's talk about them one by one. Thinking is first. So, thinking, to define it not textbook wise, it is the capacity of humans, as rational beings, to relate observations within ourselves, no, yung isip natin, and our environment as well. And ang purpose nito is to understand and then integrate all of those observations to become one body of knowledge. Okay, that's thinking. Thinking is also somehow what differentiates us from animals, right? Because animals live by instinct. Pero we as human beings, we were gifted with the ability to think. So, andun yung logical sense natin and rational way of living. Second is learning. So learning naman are the changes daw that results from thinking. So once nag-start ka mag-isip and you think about some stuff, no, that entire process will lead to thinking. Will lead to learning. After thinking, that will lead to learning. And learning now is what enables us as individuals to make better decisions. Again, thinking comes first, and after that, you learn after thinking about something enough to make better decisions. Number three naman is knowledge. So notice that these things are parang interrelated naman sila, ma'am. Parang halos very magkakadikit yung meaning nila or definitions nila, but they are very distinct, no? Meron silang um, kanya-kanyang meaning. So, mamaya, mas maintindihan natin as we go along. When it comes to knowledge naman, knowledge here, don't forget, it's a compilation. It's a compilation of these things. Human experience, human observation, and human analysis. So, yung mga experiences mo as a person, for example, nag-travel ka, yung mga na-observe mo, ay ba't parang iba yung mga sasakyan sa ganitong place compared to the Philippines? And when you analyze all that, and you bring everything together, you now form a body of knowledge. Okay? That's knowledge. Fourth naman is information. Okay? Information compared to knowledge mas raw, No, mas raw si information. This is aka data or data. This is now the direct consequence when you analyze all of your observations and all of your experiences. So when you compare knowledge to information, information is sort of just a unit of knowledge. Okay? Having bits of information can give you one big general, broad body of knowledge. Okay? So pag pinagsama-sama mo yung mga maliliit na information, siya yung bumubuo sa isang body of knowledge. Okay? Alright. Number five is decision making. So with decision making, so tapos ka na, nag-isip ka na, you think you already thought of some stuff, and then you learn from that. Little informations, naging one big body of knowledge. Now you can make a decision. This is when we apply the knowledge that you have by choosing among alternatives. So kung meron kang mga options, meron kang mga pwedeng pagpilian, that's when you can create a decision. Whether for a problem, kung may gusto kang i-solve na problem, gusto kang may ayusin na issue, or may gusto kang erase na concern. Alright? We have here a photo para mas maintindihan yung five concepts that we were talking about. So let's start here at the bottom. So this part, so as humans, we accumulate these information. Again, information are the bits, little bits of things that you see through your experience, through your observations. So may na-experience ka, let's say you went for a swim. Experience mo na malamig yung tubig, na-observe mo, mas malinis yung dagat sa pinuntahan yung beach compared to other previous beaches before. That's still the thinking process. Nag-iisip ka pa lang, and all the things you gathered are just raw information. Okay, the ocean is blue, the sand is clean, yon. Still thinking, still gathering information. And then, in the learning process, after that, you can now integrate yung mga nakuha mong information. No? You integrate that, you synthesize it, and now you form a broader sense of understanding, a broader knowledge. These are big words, no? Integrate and synthesize. Pero ang gusto lang nilang sabihin, you make little parts of something and make it one whole. Okay? You combine one part, you combine another part, and combining all of these things, you form one whole. Just like getting one piece of pizza, another piece of pizza, and you will form one big round pizza. Okay? So, si information, si one slice of pizza, knowledge is the whole pizza na walang bawas. Okay? Parang ganon. Now, meron ka ng body of knowledge, and through the decision-making process, you can now take action. No? You take action to achieve your desired outcome. Okay, so parang ganun yung concept of what we're talking about. That's information management. Now we have three attributes of quality information. So sabi ko kanina, information is like the lifeblood of medicine, right? Pero there is such a thing as quality information. May good information. Meron ding information na parang incomplete, parang kulang. But now, to look at the quality information, dapat daw may three things. There should be a time dimension, a content dimension, and a form dimension. Let's look into that. Ano yung laman nila? When we say that we have quality information, it's because we have good time dimension. Is it timely? Timely ba siya? Is it ready whenever we need it? What about currency? Is it up to date, no? Or lumang-luma na ba siya? What else? Frequency. This is different from timeliness na ready whenever we need it, no? Pag sinabing frequency, is it available kahit ilang ulit na natin siya kailanganin? No? Frequent ba siyang available? Available whenever we need it, like 10 times na natin siyang kailangan. What about time period? Is the information we have covering the past as well as the present and the future? Okay, that's number one. What else aside from time? What about the content? Kamusta yung content ng information mo? Is it accurate? When we say accuracy, is it free from errors? Baka naman mali-mali yung alam nating information. Is it relevant? Does it answer the information needs of a specific recipient? Kapag ba tinanong ng patient na to, ano yung blood type niya? Alam ba natin? Does it answer that need? Completeness. Does the information we have cover everything? All information is needed and that must be provided kasi, no? Based, case-to-case basis naman yan. What about scope? Does it fit the information requirement? And then performance. Pag sinabi nating performance, we try to track progress. So we measure yung mga nagawa nating activity, how much farther to go, how much farther na from the beginning, and how much pa yung resources na na-accumulate or naipon natin. Okay? Yung scope here, it also refers to the coverage, no? Coverage ng information. Last attribute here is form. Okay? So, kahit na, balik ko lang saglit, kahit na on time, kahit kailan mo kailangan, on time ang information, and kahit na maganda pala yung content, tama naman siya, kompleto, and relevant, paano naman yung form? Paano yung structure niya? Okay? Is it clear? Clear ba yung pagkakabuo ng information? Is it easy to understand? Is it detailed? Summarized ba siya or meron ba siyang additional information whenever we need more? What about its order? Arranged ba siya in a predetermined sequence? And how is it presented? So parang kapag nagpa-present kayo in class, like oral presentations, is it filled with numbers? Meron ba siyang mga pictures? Is it graphically mas madaling maintindihan? Or is it in a narrative form? And lastly, for the form dimension, no, media. Pwede tayong gumamit ng paper documents, pwede rin through videos, audio, and etc. So those are the three attributes of a good quality information. So we have been talking about information management and ano ba yung purpose niya? Ano ba yung role ng ating information management? Why do we need to have this in the laboratory setup? Okay, number one, management actually cannot take place if unavailable ang quality information. So imagine no managerial processes, whether you're a first line manager or a CEO, you're not gonna function kung wala ka namang information na ibibigay sa iyong mga empleyado. Okay? Ineffective ang management, inefficient din siya. No, parehong ineffective, parehong inefficient if wala kang good information na maipapasa sa mga kasama mo sa trabaho. Number two, quality information are needed in all levels. All levels of the management deserve a quality information. Kung hindi maayos yung information na ibibigay mo as a medtech, no? Regular ka lang na medtech, you're working in the lab. If hindi tama yung ibibigay mong information sa patient, paano madadiagnose ng doctor yung patient mo ng tama. So whether you're a regular medtech, you're a manager sa laboratory, information of good quality is always, always, always important. And third, the role of information naman talaga, the role of information management is to inform. From the word information, we want to inform and we want the information to be right. And that will make all the difference. Now we have four types of information daw. So hindi lang naman siya laging through paperwork, no, like documentations. We also have transaction information, monitoring, evaluation, and supervision, office communications, and documentations. So let's try and understand ano yung pinagkaiba nilang apat. First is transaction information. So simple definition niya, these are information na nanggagaling or derived from services. Okay? Anything that we use to avail our services ng organization or as a laboratory, pwedeng mga resibo, no? Resibo natin if a patient will pay for the urinalysis, pwede ring request form na nanggaling sa doctor na ibibigay sa patient, or result form na galing sa laboratory pag ibibigay na natin sa patient kapag tapos na yung test nila. Those are transaction information. What about monitoring, evaluation, and supervision information. Now, this gives us an idea ano yung status ng progress ng trabaho, progress of work, or ito yung mga performance reports. Remember, yung performance evaluation ng mga empleyado and incidents report. So as a medtech, if you have performance evaluation, remember you will know, monitor mo yung sarili mo, okay, strength ko pala, mabilis ako mag-process ng blood. Pero ang weakness ko, medyo mahina pa ako sa phlebotomy, kailangan ko i-practice yon. It also allows your supervisors to know kung ano pa yung pwede nilang i-train sa'yo, no? And etc. Third is office communication. So, some information para pwede lang or kailangan lang ibigay yung information na to para lang magsabi sa mga kasama mo. For example, memorandums. So, your boss may give you reminders in ways of memos. Okay, like this one, no? All employees on behalf, we want to give you thank you, ganyan ganyan. And ano pa ba? Meron ding mga letter of complaints na usually ang letter of complaints nanggagaling sa mga medyo may mga concern or merong mga gustong changes sa organization or like sa laboratory. Newsletters can also be distributed for communication purposes. Pwede rin dito yung feedbacks from clients. Last way of communicating or last way of information last type of information, sorry, is documentations. So these are usually yung mga printed manuals, SOP manuals, remember, standard operating procedures. So if for example, one day nakalimutan mo paano nga ba mag-test ng cerebrospinal fluid, you can just open the handbook that you have and each guideline nandoon naman. We also have policy handbooks, so you know kung ano yung kailangan mong sundin na rules, ano yung dapat hindi mo ma-violate, and strategic plans also fall under documentations natin.